Here to discuss his empowering single, Love Me With the Lights On, is multi-Juno award-winning artist, Shawn Desman. He was joined by his lovely wife, Chantelle Leonardo-Fernandes. The crowd goes crazy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Have a seat, have a seat. Oh, they are excited.
Wow, eh?
Actually, so am I. I'm very excited about all of this. It's so great to have you here. I mean, your husband wrote a song about you. I get excited when my husband makes me dinner. Yours writes a hit for you, which is beautiful. So, Shawn, tell me a little bit about why you decided to write this song.
Yeah, so, I mean, Chantelle will better explain this, but Chantelle underwent emergency surgery last year, just a little over a year ago. So she had an ileostomy. And we were laying in the hospital bed, and she said to me, "I'm so scared." And I said, "Yeah, I would be scared too. You're going in for major surgery." She said, "That's not what I'm scared about. I'm scared that once you see the changes in my body after this, you're not going to find me attractive." And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, that's not a thing. We've been together 30 years now, since we were 12 years old. It's not a thing.
And since you were babies.
Yeah. And I said, "You're always going to be the sexiest and most beautiful woman to me, no matter what. So, love me with the lights on."
I love that. And we do want to hear from Chantelle now, but first I've got a clip that I want everyone to hear. Take a listen.
It's my first summer with my surgery. It's the first summer that I have to dress the body, my new body. My main concern was like what my husband was going to think of me, to be quite honest. When I had that hard conversation with him, he was like, "I don't want that to be a..." I'm gonna cry.
He didn't want that to be a thing. So when you found out he was writing this, what went through your mind? Or did you find out he was writing it, or did you just hear the song?
Well, it was a surprise.
Yeah.
He was doing all of it behind my back, and I only kind of figured it out when he posted something on social media saying, "I have something big and exciting to share with you," and I literally messaged him from that, and I was like, what are you sharing?
And I was like, "Oh, you weren't supposed to know. I shouldn't have did that."
And
She follows you, hint, hint.
Yeah,
so.
right.
And I commented on that, like, Instagram post. Anyways, and then he said, "Oh, I will share it with you, like, you know, in the right time." So we were sitting by the pool, and he just handed me his phone, and I read the whole, was it proposal that you signed and said to Nick's, and it was a whole thing. And of course, I bawled my eyes out. And then he said, "I would love for you to be in the video, but if you don't want to, like, that's on you." So I thought about it for a little while, and then I'm like, you know what? It's the perfect thing to do. Yeah. So I'm just really grateful that he did it, and that I could actually share my story now. And being in the video was such an empowering day. Yeah.
That is incredible. I want to hear more about your journey. Like, what has your journey been like navigating your body image? Shawn, obviously, very helpful to have a partner that is 1,000% invested in you and who you are. But what has it been like for you readjusting how you feel about your own body after this surgery?
Hard, very hard, and it was a roller coaster. As much as I have a supportive husband and he looks at me and says, "You're beautiful," I have to feel that for myself.
Yes.
And so it was hard. And I had kids that I thought were gonna think that I was weird or gross, so like all these little things. And I always had this thing with my body because I was a dancer, so I was always looked at. And it was crazy because at my lowest, when I was the most sick and I lost a ton of weight, is when I got the most compliments I've ever gotten in my life. And I was like, and at first I kind of just pretended, and then I finally said, "No, like, I may look good to you, but I'm dying inside." Like, and it really triggered something for me. Like, people look at me that I'm beautiful and I look good, and I'm sick. Like, I'm very sick. So I took that, and after my surgery, I'm like, I need to do this for myself and for everyone else out there, because we are hard on ourselves. We are so hard on ourselves, and we have a girl as well, and she was on set with us, which I thought was super important. And it's just been a roller coaster, but I'm there. Like, I'm getting there. There's obviously still hard days. I still have one more major surgery to go, and that will be a hard one. But I have him, and I have my family, and I have so many people that I'm helping on my social media platform, which is huge for me.
People are seeing you step into that discomfort, and they are getting comfort from it.
100%.
So it's so incredible that you've been able to do that. And I went to your Instagram. I saw your sexy photos, mama. Like, looking good. There's nothing. It's interesting coming from an outsider's perspective, because we look at you and we just see beauty, but we all have to do that internal work to get there,
100%.
don't we?
Yep.
The music video, incredible. Was that fun? Was that a fun day on set?
So much fun. And the most amazing part was, like, I mean, all the incredible women in it, and it wasn't even a hesitation on their part.
Yeah.
Like, I was just out one time and I saw Sarah and I saw Alicia, and I was like, hey, I'm doing this music video. You guys want to be in it? Absolutely. Tell us when, tell us where.
Yeah.
And like, in the end, like, I remember seeing it for the first time. I was like, wow. I don't think people realize what we were doing on set, like how special this really is.
It was
Right.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really great.
It was a moment. So just going back to the photo shoot I was talking about that I saw on your Instagram, so you were celebrating your ostomy bag. So for folks that don't know, can you explain what an ostomy bag is,
Sure.
what it's for?
So basically, it's just redirecting where I use the washroom. So I don't use the washroom from, your bottom anymore. I have
Your butt.
my butt. I have a ostomy. I have a bag now that basically I have to change daily.
Yeah.
And it was a huge, huge thing for me to deal with. But you know what? My quality of life has changed big time. I couldn't do a lot of things for years. I couldn't even take my kids for a walk around the block at my worst, so it was really bad. Now I could take my kids on school trips. I would never have done that before. So like little things like that, I look at the positive of things.
So if we're not married to Shawn Desman, can you just throw out a bit of advice for women that might be struggling? Maybe they're dealing with an illness. Maybe they're dealing with a reality in their body that they never thought they were going to have to deal with. Is there anything you can throw out to help them out through the journey?
All I would say is the second that you embrace you, the second that you show the world who you are, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. I had a mom message me that she's had an ostomy for 10 years and she's still hiding it from her children. Oh. So it's things like that I'm just like, really? And she's like, I hide it very well.
I had a woman, speaking of that, I had a woman message me as well who had a double mastectomy and hadn't been intimate with her husband for 3 years because of it. And she said, when I saw your music video, that night, I was like, let's go!
Let's go! Let's leave the lights on!
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm so happy I could be your inspiration for that. I'm sure your husband...
It's like TMI, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
take it.
Exactly.
Shawn and Chantelle, thank you so much.